Alrighty, folks, we are back. Thank you again for your patience during the intermission. We are here with AeonFrodo doing the Fire Emblem's Three Houses run. I don't know much about the category at all. I'm sure they will explain it once we get started here, but take it away.
Hi everyone. Apologies for being late. I've had a day yesterday basically, and also something happened with my alarm, or I didn't hear it. But yeah, so this is Fire Emblem Free Houses. We're going to be playing through the DLC campaign. It is known as Cindered Shadows or Ashen Wolves, so we get to play as the secret fourth house. I'm going to do all the settings. I'm playing as Melbarth because he is slightly faster. I will explain it where he is, but it's like really circumstantial. Alright. I am not fully prepared, but that's fine. I'll just go without a timer. On my okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. So Cindered Shadow. So we started off accidentally stumbling into the secret base of the Ashen Wolves with a certain amount of characters. So the DLC actually forces a limited amount of characters on our end. So we have the house leaders, and we also have the a few, like 2 members of each house. But yeah, and they're like specifically selected. So, as typical, Free Houses has long loading screens. You can't avoid it. We're going to change some of my abilities up. We're going to do that. We're going to get rid of... Oh, wait. Dimitri needs to be first. I was like, what is going on? Wow, this is a great menu. I'm going to quickly change the settings, as you do, to make things faster. And buy 2 silver lances for Dimitri and 1 silver bow for Claude. I'm going to do a safety save because I can actually lose the run in the first action of the run. So what I'm going to... Oh, it's not the first run, it's the second action. So what I'm going to do is use Ash's Battalion, which gives you retribution, and then... Okay, good, I didn't lose the run in the first action. That's great. Yeah, or the second action. So that there has like a 2% chance of missing. And if I miss that, yeah, the run's practically dead. I will prevail. I didn't mean to select Edelgard. But yeah, this mission is like one of the hardest in Ashen Wolves, even though it's the first mission. Because you have to fight the Ashen Wolf House as well as a bunch of enemies. Dimitri's going to be our main carry because his stats and also the fact he's riding a horse really helps with his mobility. So that's why he's like our main carry for this particular run. And he also has a good set of abilities and a bunch of cool lances that we can use. I need to keep an eye on this and not accidentally throw the door key away because the door key is very important. Let's see what Claude's level is. It's actually good. Strength is really important to gain on Claude. I did not murder that guy. That's really bad. Oh, it's because I have like no speed. Like Dimitri has gained no speed, so that's like really bad, actually. Yeah. I'll probably have to do an extra heal here. Wow, Dimitri has gone no speed. But here I'm going to use Javelin because I've actually ran out of uses, or sorry, not ran out of uses. I actually want to save uses on my Silver Lance. I finally got a speed point that is nice to get. So my run could... Oh no, it couldn't end instantly, but there's a problem with Yuri here. So if I get unlucky, I might get unlucky 7s because he has an ability called Lucky 7, which changes what stat improves of his by you know, the end of each turn, or well, by every turn. And luckily I didn't get messed up there. So I got very lucky and I was able to get through. There's so many things that can go wrong fighting Yuri as well. Like he has provides as well, which means he can he has like a decent chance to half your attack. So even if that displayed, was going to kill him, well, not kill him, defeat him, because, he's going to be in our party pretty soon. Yeah. So after that misunderstanding, because Balthus sees Hilda and goes like, hey, wait, I know you. And yeah, they join up. And we get to understand, well, go through the area of Abyss, which is like, basically it's supposed to be like the monastery where you can run around in. But options are limited because you can't do everything that the monastery can, because this is supposed to be a DLC campaign. The DLC campaign is short, which is very nice, especially if you want to get into Free House's speedrunning. But it's also can be a little bit tough. Also, you might have noticed I use casual mode, so if anyone does die, I do get them back as long as they're not main characters. I'm going to see the damage of my lances here, because, okay. Wow, I actually saved a lot of lance uses. Hopefully he doesn't activate the ability where he uses all his, so there's like, Demetrius' crest actually makes him use more, uses of his weapon if he uses an art. So you always risk that when you use an art with him. Also, what do I get? Wow, this cord is really good. I usually don't get really good chords and runs, so that's pretty great. What just happened up there? Okay. I could have just gone a little bit forward there, but that's okay. We're gonna do Barleth. And then I am, yeah.
So how did you get into speedrunning Fire Emblem? Particularly this game, or maybe any of the other games that you speedrun?
So I actually got into it through this game, but I did the Golden Deer House first. And the Golden Deer House is my favorite house for a lot of reasons. Mainly because Claude, he is mixed race, so that's a pretty, well, I guess spoilers, that's a pretty big deal to me. Him being mixed race is a big spoiler, because I am mixed race myself. And yeah, it's kind of cool having that sort of representation in the game, because that rarely gets shown when you're like technically part of, two different races. Okay, that's, yeah, we're good. I also don't remember if I got the strength level up on Balthus. That's actually kind of important. Anyway, Claude should need to take out this Valkyrie. That's actually a really important kill to get on Claude. But yeah, basically, this map is actually pretty hard to do in a speedrun, mainly because you have to go around killing like all the enemies. And sometimes that can go horribly wrong. But fortunately, it hasn't yet, but it can go pretty bad in the last bit. We'll see what happens. But the worst is over, because yeah.
Well, like, is a majority of the speedrun for this particular game in general, like, regardless of the category, is it mostly just like getting really acquainted with like the really fast menuings and just remembering what all the inputs you need to do for all of that stuff?
Oh yeah, especially, and knowing how to improvise when well, you don't want to improvise ideally, but if you have to, because there is a part of the run where you have to because of Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is just chaotic in the main game, where you're fighting against two different armies, and they kind of determine who you end up fighting. Also, that's the end of the chapter. We meet Alfred, who's technically the professor for the Ashen Wolf Tales and has been taking care of them. Also, I should explain the Ashen Wolves themselves. They're technically being labeled criminals or and outcasts, depending on what has happened to them. Yeah. So we get to find out each of why they're treated like criminals and outcasts in this house. We find out Yuri's instantly, and Balthus's. Both of them have. Well, one of them is done like. One of them's a thief, so he's done like a lot of things, and one of them's in debt. And the other two have like
Excuse me.
supernatural abilities. Also, so that door, by the way, in order to, so apparently it doesn't let you go into the menu right away, so we had to do a special thing, like we just press L to bypass that. And now we're trying to get a chalice, and it's guarded by a bunch of monsters. Sorry, what was your question again regarding, like, it was how I got in, or, like, yeah, oh no, it's how I remember, yeah, inputs. Yeah, like, a lot of it's just practice as well. This run is pretty short, so luckily I don't have to remember a whole lot. But it is okay to definitely use notes for any Fire Emblem run.
It's your call.
Anytime I see fast menuing like this, it just makes me feel like more and more of a boomer when I play video games.
It's fine, yeah. Fire Emblem does, like, it allows you to do fast menuing, and it's, like, really sick. Honestly, it's, like, one of the coolest games I've ran in terms of, like, menu, like, how it recognizes your inputs as well. Although sometimes the inputs are a little delayed because of how Free Houses runs on the Switch. We call it. Wait a minute. Did I mess up?
But the game's called Three Houses, but we're playing as a fourth house. So what is the actual deal with that? So some kind of like hidden secret lore.
Wrong.
Ready and willing.
Sorry, I'm just trying to check what went wrong. Oh, I used the steel bow. That's right. Sorry, I'm just, yeah.
Ready and willing.
Something went wrong here.
Yeah, no worries. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta troubleshoot on the fly.
Yeah, you do. Or Dimitri didn't do enough damage. That's probably it, actually. Yeah. I went to improvise. Oh, how am I?
The sun.
This is not good because I think Dimitri missed a hit, and I need to figure out a way to do this without harming everyone else.
So
I don't think I've seen Dimitri miss. That's the problem.
Ready and willing.
the sun.
It's a bad idea. Sorry, I'm just like.
The sun.
I've never been in this situation, so sometimes you have to really troubleshoot like stuff if you've never been in a terrible situation. I hope Claude has crit here, but if he hasn't, we're getting in trouble.
It's your call.
Okay, that's bad. I really don't want to reset this chapter because that's a kind of really silly thing to reset something over. I can't, yeah. I must have missed something. It was low chance. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I've missed something that was low chance. That's pretty unfortunate, actually, because, yeah. That was very unfortunate. Yeah. That was probably a low % miss. That rarely happens. I need to see the accuracy on that.
Yeah, it always scares me to see tactical games like this, and it's like when you can see stats like that, and you see it's like, oh, only a 60% chance to hit, and
Ready and
you
willing.
never hit.
Yeah, usually when we brought out these things in strategy
thing.
games, they're usually pretty consistent.
sun.
So if something goes wrong, that means, and
give it my
you have to
all.
improvise,
Well
it
done.
means
Cut through.
probably a major time loss to the
Yeah,
route.
I've played very few strategy games over the years. Like I only recently got into Landgreisers casually, which is like the closest thing to Fire Emblem,
Oh, okay.
for me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ready and willing.
which is also available on the Switch as a remake.
That's nice. Yeah, I should play that. I haven't played that series.
Front.
I've been enjoying it. It's definitely interesting, but it's not as fast with menus as this game is. It doesn't let you go fast menu, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is probably the only strategy game that I've noticed that has really done that. Okay, that worked this time. So whatever happened there was probably a low % chance. So that I've never seen happen before. It was probably like really low.
Sure thing.
So we're going to use an ability that Yuri has called Foul Play, which allows me to switch between two characters, which is really cool, by the way. It's one of the coolest things in the DLC that we can't use in the main game. The ability to switch character positions. And we're going to abuse that here. Oh my god. But yeah, sometimes when you're in like a situation like that in a marathon run, like, yeah, sometimes it's just best to, mulligan it. And luckily we have a quick reset button. Like, you just press like LRAB together, and you just like instantly, it's a quick reset. And not many, I believe this is like one of the only Switch games that has a quick reset, so that's very nice when something terrible like that happens and you don't have to go to the home menu. You're just instantly back into the game whenever something like that happens. But I've had low % chances happen to me in running not just this category but other Fire Emblem categories. The worst that I've experienced was like a 0.22% chance of something happening in a run, and it actually killed my run. So yeah.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
sometimes you get like, yeah, extremely low chances just flat out killing your run.
Are most of the categories for this game fairly short in general?
Most of them are like just like over an hour, hour 10-ish.
Okay. So this is like one of the shorter ones out of
Oh,
the
this is the
bunch.
shortest one by far, because the DLC
Okay.
only goes for 7 chapters in comparison to the main game, where it goes for.
But they're harder.
Yeah,
out
it
of
goes
the
for
gate.
like longer. It goes for longer, and you have way more options than the main game.
I'll cut through.
Yeah, but in this game, in this category, you don't have as many options because your options are very limited based on the amount of units you have access to. All about
So it
charge.
can be a lot more difficult, especially if you make like some sort of mistake and not even
notice
realize
it,
it
yeah.
at first. Yeah.
Can I? No, I can't. Okay. Just to make this easier, I'm just gonna kill the wizard because, well, not wizard, the shaman, because it makes it easier. Basically, we're being chased by huge robot automatons. And how did they simulate this in a turn-based strategy game is actually quite cool. So major props to this chapter for making a chase in a turn-based strategy game cool. Also, Dimitri is going to hit like a truck, and that is great. I need to stay there though, because if I go past that line, if both my units go past that line, I trigger the next phase of the map, and I don't want to trigger it yet. Since we're being chased, we want to be able to control how far we go.
I'll cut through.
This may be a mistake that I just did, but that's fine. So remember that door key in chapter 1 that I hold on to Dimitri? Yeah, we're going to unlock that door with it. That's it. We'll be fine. Yeah, that was a mistake, so I actually need to go back to the start of the turn. Yeah. No, start of the previous turn actually, because I can't do much here.
I'll cut through.
Yeah, I should have healed here. Oh. Also, it's really... So unlike other Fire Emblem games too, I need to be careful with how I draw my line. Because if I draw my line incorrectly, it actually uses more movement points, and therefore I have less movement to Canto, which allows me to move again after I attack someone. Wow, okay, that was very unexpected. Byleth usually doesn't die to that, so... Luckily we have a thing called Divine Pulse, so it allows any sort of like mistake, or if you get crit, like an unlucky crit, you can like not die to it.
Be mindful. Use caution.
Dimitri doesn't survive this, yeah. Okay. Just unequip him.
Use caution.
Oh, yep, hello.
When the battles trigger, and they flash in, you're like just skipping the animation fights, right?
So I have a thing called skip animation on. Oh, so I did that on the menu starting, so I don't need to mash through that. I just need to.
So it's like auto resolving, and you just don't need to worry about seeing it.
Yeah, basically. So luckily this is a mostly player-faced game, so you can see most of the action happening. Unlike a bunch of other Fire Emblem games where it's not so player phase friendly, or player phase where all the action happens in the player phase.
Okay.
Yeah, so it makes the run like, you know, more interesting, I guess. Well, more interesting than just seeing a black screen speedrun, basically, because yeah, that's kind of been like kind of some of the disadvantages of having, you know, that skip option is like you mostly see a black screen in some Fire Emblem games. Anyway, so we're on to chapter 5. This is like our last stop in the base. Yeah, the loading screen sprite is great. It's very cute. It is controllable actually. You can control it with motion controls, and then you can press the B button to jump. And it changes depending on which gender you play with Byleth as well.
That's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
I only know one game that I've spent any amount of time speedrunning and playing that has like a mini game during load screens, and it's funny because you just get to kill little zombies on screen until the game decides to break. Yeah,
Hey.
The game can crash because of it though.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, so Yuri, the leader of the Ashen Wolves, just asked us out on the date. It doesn't matter what gender this Byleth is. He's bi, so yeah, doesn't really matter. And we're basically we're going to be surrounded by a bunch of monsters, as well as protecting the professor of the house, which is Alfric. As soon as this load screen is done, this is like a bit of more preparation that I need to do, that I need to pay attention to. Yes, you, Guard, and then get rid of most of the girls except for Constance. So Constance makes this map so much better. Like, in the old route,
Sure thing.
this map was like the worst map in the speedrun. But in the new route, thanks to Tasmania Jones, this map is now a lot better. And it's mainly thanks to Constance, which we'll show off why. Oh, hold on. And Dimitri. Go forward. Cool, yeah, Balfours did get a strength level. That's actually really nice. And then, yeah, Constance will take out a knight for us, which is fantastic. So mainly she's there to deal with the knights, and because she's using magic against an armored unit, she's going to destroy them. So the battalion we got can blaze our opponents. Cord here is just going to sit in the bush and snipe dudes. And Constance... Yeah, Constance is going to go down and... Oh, that's the wrong spell. Nice blow up though. Unfortunately, yeah. So we tried to actually minimize the ups in the run, as wild as that sounds. And because every low up actually wastes time.
So what makes you stronger in this game actually makes you slower, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. We have to, like, limit the low ups that we get. How is... Okay, good. Dimitri. Dimitri is kind of the most important guy, though, here. Because he'll be dealing
just like growing up in real life.
Yep.
I'll cut through.
That's it. Yeah. Okay, we got 40 strength. That's like a really important strength benchmark we just hit with Dimitri. And nice, Constance is alive. Usually she dies here. So Barloff has the Fetters of Dromi on him.
Use caution.
I do need to heal with Linhart here. Can he? Okay, good. Yeah, Claw's just gonna easily sweep house here. I'm gonna have to get the assassin. Sorry, my voice almost gave out. I usually would do an all-about charge here, but that's actually not a good idea in this case. Because, yeah, the assassin's still in the bush now. We can, yeah. I think Constance just used bolting, and that was not what I wanted. But yay, we got Ash. Ash is usually not in combat. He actually is just a battalion bot. Because he has a retribution battalion, which is why we're able to attack back, even though we have, like, we don't necessarily have the immediate range. We can, thanks to retribution. So that's why we like using retribution with Ash. So anyway, obviously this is like the worst day ever because Yuri kind of betrays us and grabs the chalice off us. And then it turns out that Alfric was the guy pulling the strings because yeah, there's just to explain Alfric's like motivations, which will come up in the next chapter. This is kind of what I was hoping the Silver Snow or the church route that I wanted it to be around Barloff and mainly around their mother. But yeah, so here it's so the portals there are sucking the life out of the Ashen wolves.
Well done. Stay focused.
And yeah, we gotta rescue them before they die. And we're gonna fall back here.
You got a moment there?
Oh sure, I got a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a $10 donation that went towards the Stardew Valley bid war with choosing the pet, and that was towards getting dog further ahead of cat. If you're a cat lover out there, get those donos in because dog is sweeping the field right now. There's gonna be dogs for days in Stardew Valley. And so thank you again there, Scoba, for that $10 dono.
Yeah, thanks. I need to rest my voice there.
Yeah, it's no problem. Also, chat, if you have a favorite husbando, waifu, or character in Fire Emblem, I have to go with Petra. I only know that character. I think that's the correct name. I just gotta go with Petra.
That's the correct name, yeah. Yeah, she's...
But that would be my choice. But I'm sure everybody else has different choices. Let us hear it in chat. I just like her purple hair. And her smile that she has is just great.
Oh yeah, she's basically, if you've watched Teen Titans before, she basically like sounds like she reminds me of Starfire in the way that she speaks. She doesn't quite have a grasp on the
I'll cut through.
on the language here. Oh wow, that was quite an interesting interaction. So yeah, so we had retribution from the start. So yeah, that's how useful retribution is. Basically, he uses a long range spell on us, and even though we're far away, retribution allows us to attack back. But yeah, it's kind of cute how Petra basically says things, and also she says things in kind of a very blunt way.
I don't know, like I think that would be like if I was her, I'd probably be the same thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is the final map. Luckily, I only had to replenish battalions from that menu. I didn't have to do anything special. So, basically, Alfred tried to revive Barla's mother because he has this sick love obsession for her. And, yeah, it ends up dying, and he turns, well, Barla's mother turns into this abomination. And is able to summon... Wow, I got lucky here. So usually I have to require Battlefists to delete a minion, but because they were out of the way, I can freely attack this boss with that. So that's very good luck there. And then we just do all about charge and hope for the best. I'm not kidding, like we just do all about charge because it's the fastest way to move units.
Is that dragon taking up 6 squares on the battlefield?
Taking up like 9 actually.
Yeah. 9? Holy, that's a big dragon.
Yeah. And luckily we had battalions to break the barrier around the monster, because that's how you defeat monsters. And time is coming up soon. Fine. That was a very good final chapter. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so... Yeah,
GG's.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
finished.
And thank you, Rhea. Basically, Rhea explains that she didn't want Barla's mum, Citri, to be buried. So she decided to put her in this altar, which is why all this crazy stuff has happened. And why Alfred turned evil, because he found that out, and then, yeah.
Giving birth proved to be too much.
A bit of a scuffed run, and yeah, that unfortunate reset on chapter 3 of all chapters. But
in those final
you pulled it back though. Like I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's a marathon setting, right? And you're working on the fly.
Yeah. And yeah, it was like it was a good run despite that happening. Yeah, I feel like that was good.
is none other than hers.
But yeah,
Well,
thanks for
thank-
having me. Yeah, sorry for being late and all that. Try not to be.
No, we're just happy we got to see the Fire Emblem run and you were able to join us for this.
Yeah.
So, thank you again. Yeah.
Citri looked upon me as
Is there anything you'd like to say before we pass on over to intermission with the next run?
I would
I would seriously like to thank the Fire Emblem community, particularly people that have worked on free houses like KB Master, Claris, and Tasmania Jones. In particular, Tasmania Jones for this route. That was really, really, really solid. Yeah, rerouting is rerouting and improvising is definitely something you don't want to do, but sometimes it happens.
Was Elphick really just using us all that time?
Oh,
Well,
Should I know?
sorry.
thank you again there, AeonFrodo.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks for having me, and I'll be on tomorrow with Digimon. So
Digimon? I don't think I've seen Digimon anything in like over a decade now at this point, so
Oh, yeah,
that'll be cool.
I can go into I recently got into the card game, so that's also interesting.
You're always
Yeah.
so quick to
All right, folks. Thank you again for tuning in to watch this Fire Emblem run by AeonFrodo. We're going to be going back to intermission, and we'll be getting ready for the next run. And thank you again, everybody. Thank you for your love and chat. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Freed from the monastery prison, they'll need to be accounted.
Alrighty, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed that Fire Emblem run for 3 houses being done by AeonFrodo. That run was over by the time basically it started. Almost like it was a short run, but there was a lot of like really fast menuing and stuff going on, which I don't usually see that much menuing happening consistently that fast. In such a jammed like short run like that, so that was cool. And yeah, I don't play a lot of games like that, so it's always interesting to see that. Like I said, the closest thing I've gotten to that was Landgracers. But anyways, let's wanted to mention a couple things about the Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center. We are raising money to help support them. It's a no-kill dog shelter in Norfolk, Virginia. They provide a haven for homeless dogs, giving them the time and the care they love, and to try to find them the right home, and not just any home, right? They're looking for people that can, then they know that will be able to take care of these animals, because they are going out of their way to rescue these animals from situations which are not really fit for these animals to be living in. And yeah, they could definitely use all the help and support they could get. They've been doing this since as early as 2011, and No Glitches Allowed has been supporting them with their many marathons, including this one, No Holidays Allowed, for many, many years at this point. So definitely encourage you all to donate and support if you can. Don't feel bad if you can't. Maybe spreading the word, talking about the marathon, saying that it's going on over the next we still have a little bit more today, but we do have more stuff coming up throughout the next few days as well. Tomorrow and Friday, and then I believe Saturday will be the final day. So still lots of stuff to see, so do check out the schedule just so you don't miss anything. And yeah, I highly encourage you to do that. And as a reminder, if you want to help out with stuff like this, don't hesitate. Join the Discord for NoHA, maybe for the next event. Sign up, volunteer your time. Just who knows, you'll maybe find some interesting new people to talk to communicate, get involved with more cool, awesome events like this, and really get that experience and that kind of, maybe you'll find a new love or a passion within doing stuff like this. So you never know. Get out there, be active, and in this sense, be proactive in supporting a very good cause, which would be saving an animal's life. So thank you again, everybody. I do, unfortunately, will be saying goodbye. This will be me signing off for hosting for today. Thank you again for the love and the support from everybody in chat. It's been an awesome experience as my first time doing hosting with you all. And I look forward to doing more hosting with you in the future. Who knows? I would love to come back and do some more hosting. But for now, I'm going to be passing it over to Maddie. And I'm more than certain that they will do a bang up a job, and that they'll do a fantastic job with you in my leave. So thank you again, everybody. I hope you take care and have a good rest of your night. If you want to learn more about me, feel free to hit me up. I do a lot of organizing and event stuff on my spare time consistently. I'm always working on events and doing what I can, usually as a tech goblin, so it's been a nice change of pace for me. But anyways, Manny, the chat is yours.
Well, thank you, Mash, for the wonderful host job. I know you were really nervous about getting up in front of the mic, but you did a great job, and I think we all can give a round of applause for anyone getting up and, putting in their time and effort to raise money for a wonderful charity. I'm Matty Inc., and I'll be your host for the next run. We're going to have some Super Mario Sunshine coming up in just a moment. But in the meantime, you are watching No Holidays Allowed 2023, raising money for the Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center. So, get cozy, enjoy some tunes, and we will have that run up for you in just a moment.